Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to make a gorgeous birthday card using some of my favourite papers from the Griffin Rose Designer collection. And we're going to use a lot of black layers to make our card florals pop. Now I do hate that expression, but I think it kind of works well with the card that we're going to make. So I'm going to forgive myself for using it. Everything I do use will be on my blog in full description, so check it out, take a look at my blog, there's lots of different projects on there. So the card I'm using as a base card is a 6x6 inch square card. I'll show you how that looks on our cardometer. So you can see it sits nicely, it's a good size real estate as they call it, to fill up. Not too big, not too small. And it can make a nice symmetrical card, which is one of my favourite cards because I just, I like things symmetrical. So I'm using a bone folder to go down the edge to make sure my card has got a nice sharp crease and that it'll stand up nicely. And for any new viewers, even though you get a crease in your cards when you buy them, sometimes, as they score them in blocks of hundreds or thousands, you just want to make sure that you're giving it that extra touch, really. Because if it's going to stand up on a relative's mantelpiece, you want it to look professional. So that's our card base. And as always, we're going to start with the inside. Now, I think this is a really pretty, quick inside. I've taken one of Anna's foil layers in the 6x6 inch and I've cut it to fit the inside. I've taken the centre away because I don't need it. I can use it either later on in the project or for something else. So I've got double-sided tape on the back of this, so I'm simply going to peel that away and we'll add this to the centre of our card, and then I'll show you a really neat trick because I know we've done it before, but for new viewers, which I know I'm getting all the time, and I just want to say hello to you all, to the new people, and please get in touch. I love hearing from you. You can get in touch either on Facebook or on YouTube. So we'll just pop in the foil layer into the card. Now the neat trick, where we've taken the centre away, and I've used a square die to do that, I've cut out, using the same square die, a piece of ivory cardstock, and then I've stamped it using one of Anna's stamps that's from the Say It Anyways collection. I've used black stays on ink, and then I've used scattered straw around the edge just to ink it slightly. Scattered straw is distress ink. Because I just wanted it to tone in with the gold on the foil layer. Now I think it's a really cool trick to do inlaid projects, because when you're making the inside of your card you don't want any bulk, you still want it to be flat. So this is ideal. And for any new people that are just watching, when I say inlaid, it means where I've cut the centre out and I've cut this to fit using the same die, it means I can use this square and set it inside the other square. So we'll just take that tape off. For anybody that saw the green touch on the tape there, it's just because it was a new roll of tape, because I know somebody will ask. So then we can add the square into the aperture, or the hole, whatever you want to call it, from the layer, like that. And then it's flat, there's no bulk or anything, but wow, it just looks so awesome when somebody opens the card and they go, oh, thank you very much. So you've still got room to write, "To my friend, lots of love, Anne-Marie." There's no room to write a great long message, but you don't want a great long message in a card like this. The card's going to do the work for you. Anybody who receives this will know how much you think of them. So we're just using the bone folder again along the edge. Now I said that we're going to use some black layers. our first layer on the card front is black. So we're going to peel the tape away and add this to our card front. Like, oops, I'm going to get it the right way around actually, because that might help me. Okay, so that's our base layer. Next, further on in the project, I've die cut some squares, and I've die cut them from this paper. Now I know it looks like I've made a window, but I haven't. I've literally just die cut 4 squares so that I can save this middle and use it further on, and I'm not wasting it underneath all our layers. So I've got double-sided tape on the back of it, and this is a floral paper. It's one of the florals from the Rose Designer collection from Anna. So all I've done is added double-sided tape on the back. So I'm going to position it over our black base. Now I could have been economical with my black base and not added the centre, but I thought with it being black card, and it's quite a thick black card, I would keep the weight evenly distributed for that. So next, what I've got is one of Anna's foil layers. Now it's the same foil layer that I've used in the centre, it's just a different colour, and I've trimmed the outside of it away. So this is going to go over our floral layer. Again, for anybody who has problems covering florals up, don't, because it's all about the layering. And we've saved the best bit. You're going to see the best bit further on, but we just want a touch of the floral behind. So I'm adding the foil layer over the top of the floral like that. So you can see how we've got the black and it just makes it pop. Again, I'm using that expression, but it's kind of the expression that would work on this card. So next, what I've done, I've jumped ahead a little bit. I've cut out 4 black squares, and then I did cut out 4 floral squares. I've run them through my Xyron machine, and I've run each layer through, and I just want to show you something for anybody who uses the Xyron. These are the floral squares. Once they come out of the machine, be sure to rub around the edge, because you need to break the seal of the adhesive. So if your fingers aren't strong enough, and believe me, the amount of times I've done this, I end up using my bone folder, and I just simply rub it around, break the seal, and that way when you peel off your backing, you're not left with any sticky mess on top of what you've run through. The glue is where it's supposed to be. So I've taken the squares through the machine, and I'm simply layering them on top of one another like that. And then because the black squares have also been through the Xyron, I can then start peeling them off and adding them to my card. Now I'm just adding them in 4 corners, so I want them kind of straight, but it's very difficult when you're looking round a camera or looking down the camera lens to do it rather than you stood over it. So that will go that way like so, and the last one will go in this corner like so. There we go. So again, you see how the black makes that kind of just stand out so well. See if I can get that one a little bit straighter. There we go. the one good thing about using Xyron, if you make a boob, just, you know, try and move it quick before it gets hold if you're using permanent. So next, I've taken 4 roses from Anna's Favourite Flower Sticker 2 set. Now, somebody wrote to me a couple of weeks ago and they said that as much as they liked them, they thought the colours were a bit wishy-washy. Was there anything that they could do with it to make them stand out? Well, I think this card is a perfect card to make them stand out a little bit more. And what I'm doing is I'm peeling the back away from the stickers, and then I'm just adding the roses onto the squares that we've just added. And I think the black makes the stickers, well, this is where the expression comes out really, makes them pop. So we'll just add the last one there. Now for the centre, I've got a gorgeous sentiment. I've cut out a scallop circle from the same paper from the Rose Designer collection, and I'm just adding that in the centre. And again, I've used my Xyron machine. I've stamped using Anna's chalkboard stamps, and then I've used a circle die from Paper Tricks 2 to cut it out, and I've just inked around the edge to make it tone in with the rest of the card, and I'm just going to add that through the centre of the previous layer, like so. And that is our card finished. So we've got the insert that matches perfectly to the outside with the gold foil. We've got the gold foil on the front, the black for that effect to make everything pop. And you see now how it's sort of like, you think, oh yeah, it does. And for anybody who wanted the flowers in a richer colour, I think this makes them stand out so well. I kind of think it's a bit Andy Warhol, you know, it's a bit like that. Does it remind you of anything like that? No, I'm going off track there a little bit. But I really like this. It's very me, it's very symmetrical, it's very, very block, very nice. I like that very much. I wouldn't be disappointed if I got that in the post. So we've got a little bit of height, but not too much, because we've only got the height from the slight height on the stickers and through the sentiment, so that would go in a normal envelope. It stands up nicely, would look great on any mantelpiece. Believe me, that wouldn't go on a windowsill, that would go on a mantelpiece. So for posting, it would be, I would say, normal rate for posting wherever you are in the world, because it's not too heavy and it's not got the bulk on it. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please comment, please like, please share. Check out my blog, you can see more projects on there. If there's anything you'd like to see, you know, get in touch and I'll do my best. I can't promise, but I'll do my best. Find me on Facebook, say hello, introduce yourself, let me know that you're there. And I'd just like to say thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.